Hi, you guys. It is Saturday, March 29th, 2025, and I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. Um, the first thing that I want to talk about is when you have your first encounters with Bigfoot, you want to go in there and you want to go in there respectfully. You don't want to go in there and try to provoke a response from them. Provoke is just exactly what it sounds like. You're trying to piss them off to get a reaction from them. I want to remind you, they have very long memories, okay? And they have the beehive mental telepathic communication between themselves. You piss one off, chances are you pissed a whole bunch of them off. And they're not going to forget that. Oh, there's that guy or there's that girl that did this and this and this. You have to, if you want to have any kind of good interactions with them, you have to go in there respectfully. You can't go in there antagonistically, or you're going to get that response until you apologize or do better. So never go in and provoke to get a reaction out of them. It's disrespectful and it's not the right way to do it. You're not going to have good experiences that time that you provoke, or maybe other times. You have to realize the energy that you give out is the energy that you are going to get back. So now that that's out of the way, don't do it. Just don't do it. And then secondly, I noticed something interesting. You know, I have the backup camera on my vehicle and I park in a garage. When I back out of that garage, you'll have, when you shift it into reverse, you have that yellow triangle that will come up on your screen telling you caution. Well, I have been noticing that a lot of times I get the red triangle, and when I look behind me, there's nothing there. When I look on the screen, there's nothing there, but the red triangle is telling me that something is behind me. And it doesn't happen all the time, and I just started noticing, like, maybe within the past week, maybe 2 weeks, if even that, and I just found that fascinating, because that red triangle is only there sometimes. It's not there all the time, which made me start thinking back to when, and I told you guys about this in a previous video, back to when I had pulled into my driveway and I had parked outside of the garage, and randomly I got out of my car and I called them, "Yeep, yeep," and I heard immediately a laugh, and it was probably 5 to 10 feet away from me. I physically heard a laugh. So I was assuming that they were right there in the area, and when I randomly called them, it frightened them because they weren't expecting it. Now, mind you, I never saw anything, and I only heard the male laugh. So that got me thinking, okay, are they standing behind my car when I'm backing out? Are they staying back far enough away to where I don't go through them if they are in energetic form? Or are they standing right there and I'm driving my car through their energetic form. I don't know which it is, but to me, that seems like that would be some kind of game to them or something, like, you know, let's see the human driver car through us or something like that. I don't know. It's just something that I noticed and had me wondering, is this what's going on? Is this possible? Why is that red triangle there sometimes, and then other times it's not there? What I'm gonna have to start to pay attention to is, you know, when I go out to the door to warm my car up, I always say, good morning, have a great day. And I will usually get a mind speak response. Well, I've noticed as Olaf has gotten older, he is sleeping later into the morning. So whether that means he's up more at night, and this around 7 o'clock is when he goes back to sleep, because sometimes I don't get any response at all when I say good morning. So that made me wonder, is if he gets, as he gets older, is he staying up later throughout the night? Because it used to be where I would say good morning, have a great day, and he would always respond. And I think that was up until like last year, maybe. I'm not exactly positive on when that stopped. I should have paid closer attention, but I didn't, because it's just something I do every day, so I'm used to it. But I did start noticing when I did not get responses from him to the good morning, and sometimes Ren the dog man will respond and he'll say good morning, they're not here right now, or whatever the case may be. So I just found that interesting. I'm going to have to start correlating when I don't get a good morning back from them as to whether or not that red triangle remains in my backup camera. And no, I have looked and I have never seen anything in my backup camera, so they're not showing up in my backup camera. For the first time in 3 years, and I showed that video previously, I had a dark figure run across that I caught on my Ring doorbell camera. Now, what you guys don't know is those cars that go by there are going about 50 miles an hour, and the figure that ran across the front of the Ring doorbell camera is keeping up with that car. So I slowed the video down a lot. So in the original video, it's a split second. It is a split second that you see this figure, and it is going, because it's keeping up with that car, so it is going about 50 miles an hour. That's how quick they move, and how quick this movement was caught on the camera. And how in God's name I ever caught this, I guess because my eyes are used to finding them. And I'm just thrilled that the Ring doorbell camera caught this, because first time in 3 years. And you know, they have full roam of this property, and they're pretty good about avoiding getting caught on that Ring doorbell camera. So the fact that this happened, he must have been in a hurry, or he must have thought I wouldn't have caught it, or he wasn't thinking and he just went. The other thing, which I can't do right now, is I have 2 different trails out into the woods bordering my house. And it's interesting because one is tramped down, and it's about this, you know, it's wider, about maybe this wide, and the other one is like a narrower trail. So I have to go out there and see if I can find footprints or deer prints, or see exactly what is making these trails, but it was interesting because the one deer trail that I know is a deer trail because I seen the prints and it's narrower, and then the other one is like through tall grasses and it's not narrower, it's wider. So I'm wondering if that's where they come up on the south side of my house from, because the south side is where they always throw something at the south side of the house. So I'm gonna have to get out there. It's raining now and I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna try to do my walking video tomorrow, and we're gonna go in the other entrance of location number 3 and see what we can find that way. I mentioned last Sunday that I had found a different entrance, so I want to go back there. And then I have a camera that I'm charging right now. We'll see how good that works. It's out of my paranormal kit that I use when I go on paranormal investigations. So we'll see how good that is, and if the battery drains, then I may just stick with my phone. So we will see you guys tomorrow, and you guys have a great Saturday night.